Welcome to Modular Learning. In this video, I will show you how to build a 3-in-1 smart sensor using ESP32 with Home Assistant. ESP32 is a powerful 2-core 32 bits CPU that has Bluetooth, Wi-Fi integrated in one circuit. As you can see in this schematic diagram, a motion sensor and a temperature sensor plus a humidity sensor, 3 sensors are connected to the ESP32. ESP32 has intelligence to manage the 3 sensors. That creates a smart sensor working with the Home Assistant. The components we're going to use this ESP32, and this one is the combination of temperature sensor and the humidity sensor, DH11, and this one is the infrared motion sensor, and those are the 3 major components I'm going to use. So I use Home Assistant as a platform to manage my smart home. As you can see, I have a theater motion, theater humidity, and theater temperature. That's a 3-in-1 smart sensor using ESP32. And another room I created using the 3-in-1 ESP32 smart sensors is bonus room. As you can see, bonus motion, humidity, bonus temperature. And currently, bonus room clear sensor, if I move, you will see it's gonna detect it. So that's the motion right in the bonus room. And I'm going to create a 3rd room to show you how to build the 3-in-1 smart sensor using ESP32. As you can see, I have wired the motion sensor and the humidity temperature sensor to the ESP32 with a 4.K resistor. This humidity and the temperature sensor has 3 pins. You can see the VCC, data, and the ground. Those are wired to the VCC, ground, and data pin. The ESP32's GPIO, those pins are showing in the schematic diagram. The motion sensor, 3 pins, similar. It has VCC, ground, and data. Motion sensor requires 5 volts, so that is the V in, 5 volts, and the ground. And the data pin, I'm using this one. As you can see, the temperature humidity sensor data connected to the GPIO D2. The motion sensor data connected to GPIO D4. You can use any USB charger to provide power for the ESP32. I just grab this, connected to ESP32 to provide the power. Okay, I needed to program this ESP32 using Home Assistant. So for the first time program the ESP32, I have to connect it to my Raspberry Pi to get it to program it initially. Then I will be able to update the ESP32 via Wi-Fi wirelessly. Okay, in order to program ESP32, I have plugged it into my Raspberry Pi. Once plugged in, open Home Assistant. Go to Setting, click Add-on. Home Assistant comes with the ESP Home developing tool. So simply go to ESP Home. When go scroll down, ESP Home, open web, and from here, a new device is discovered. So add new device, continue. I call this Office Home. This next, ESP32. So I update this. Congratulations, already done. I'm gonna copy this encryption key. Okay, copy it, install. And I'm plugging to the computer running ESP Home dashboard. This is the Raspberry Pi and connected to this USB port. Okay, so it is programming the ESP32 that is connected to my Raspberry Pi. Once this initial programming is done, the ESP32 board will be able to update using wireless Wi-Fi connections. This initial configuration would enable the Wi-Fi update in the future. Now, as you can see, success. The information is successfully compiled and writing into the ESP32 board. It's rebooting. Now we can see it's connected to my home Wi-Fi. The IP address already got for this new device is 192.168.0.115. That is the IP address for my new ESP32 smart sensor. Now stop. The new ESP32 sensor is online. Now we're going to edit this one, and as you can see, this is initial configuration, and the Wi-Fi SSID secret, password secret, this is my Wi-Fi network. Next, I'm going to paste and revise my code for this specific office. I would paste this temperature humidity sensor code. The platform is DHT, that is my DH11 temperature humidity sensor. I use the previous code I used for home theater. I'm going to simply change this to office. And humidity also change to office. And the motion sensor use the GPIO pin 4. That's in the schematic I will post on the description. So this is office motion sensor. So smart sensor would detect the temperature and the humidity through GPIO pin 2 and detect the motion through GPIO pin 4. That's the code. I'm going to program it using wireless. Now I plugged this wired smart sensor to a power outlet. Now I should be able to program it through wireless. Okay, let's see. Save and saved. So I'm going to install. And right now it's using the wirelessly. It should be connected through wireless. So click. Processing office, ESP32, and finger crossed. Hope it's connected. It will be updated wirelessly. Sounds good. Success. It's uploading to the ESP, 100% done. You can see the Wi-Fi signal strength detected, and the IP address is given. That's awesome. So this smart sensor is online, ready to be added to my home assistant interface. You can see the device already received the temperature 21 degrees. Perfect. Humidity 44%. Sensor already working. Let's go back to device. We go to the settings. Go to the device and the services. Office, here is the new one. Office ESP Home. I need to configure this newly discovered Office smart sensor. So go to config, discovered ESP home node. Do you want to add this ESP node Office to the home assistant? Sure, I can create the area. It's in the main floor. Okay, then finish. All right, now you see the ESP home has 4 devices. And so let's go to the 4 devices. We see this one, home office, ESP home. It is there. the 3 smart sensors for my office. So add to dashboard, choose a view, default view, put in the home, and OK. Next, they are showing, see, office 45 humidity, add to dashboard, success. OK, now let's go back to the overview. Now we got the new office. 3 humidity, temperature, motion are added to the Home Assistant. I'm going to add it to the interface, add the newly created office sensors to the room status. So simply go to Edit Dashboard, room status. Okay, simply go to the Overview interface, Edit, and add Entity Office Motion. Then I already have the home theater bonus room. I'm adding office. Then motion edit. Next, I'm going to choose the new sensor office humidity. Then add one more. That's office temperature. Office temperature. Okay, 3 more smart sensors added. Save. Now you can see I added the newly created smart sensors, the office, motion, humidity, and the temperature sensor into my Home Assistant user interface. Let's use the cell phone to see what the interface look like. On my cell phone, I can see the home and the home status. You can see home theater, bonus room, and the newly added office, motion, humidity, temperature, or showing room status. Home theater, bonus room, office sensor. Office sensor motion is clear, humidity, temperature. If I'm moving, watching this office motion sensor, it's going to detect. If I move it to me, so you can see it's detected. That's all for the 3-in-1 smart sensor. And the next video, I'm going to show you how to add automation to the Home Assistant. Because once we have this sensor, we can use the motion sensor to detect the person. Each room has a motion sensor that can be used for security or presence purpose. We can enable automation in the Home Assistant. And based on the motion sensor, the automation can send us a notification that could be used for security motion detection. I will demonstrate how to enable the automation based on the smart sensors in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, please subscribe. You won't miss any other DIY video. See you next time.